Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about skincare because on Friday I posted a video and a couple of people mentioned how nice my skin was, how lovely of you to say, and asked for an update. Also someone asked about my hair. I just done it. I just styled it. I have no tips to give you in terms of hair care. Closest would be recently when my hair is damp, instead of an oil or like a spray leave-in conditioner, I've been using this Frizz No More Sleek and Shine from Creighton's. But honestly, I don't have any like special tricks. I had just done it and you are so used to seeing my hair like this. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. Whereas my skin, I do have some things I want to talk about. I'm going to kick off with the cheaper products. There are two products that I now am using very regularly and I think they are amazing. They are super cheap compared to a lot of skincare stuff out there just because they're not actually advertised as facial skincare. If they were, they'd be a lot more expensive. First, I have mentioned a lot recently, is the E45 Cream. It's the white soft paraffin. This is like just regular E45. You can get facial versions. They do serums and stuff now that are so much more expensive. You do not need to buy those. This is fantastic. It soothes, it heals, it hydrates. It's just like a magical thing. So I use this as my like night cream at the moment. I'm sure I'll kind of go back to other things once the weather gets less cold, but with it being so cold recently, my skin has just been so dry and that has been a miracle worker. It's also been fantastic getting me through that retinol period since I've been back on my Skin and Me. So this just as a general moisturizer, even if you don't think you're going to use it all the time, keep it in for as and when you need that little extra hit of something. Another thing that is not necessarily like a daily thing for me, although I have been using it every night, but something that's nice to know that you can use when it comes to soreness, flakiness, all of those things, Sudocrem. Someone did say to me this morning, she says the fragrance-free nappy cream from Tesco is cheaper and better, and the fragrance in Sudocrem can irritate some people's skin. If you're watching this, thank you for the tip. For me, Sudocrem is fine. I don't have particularly sensitive skin, so the fragrance doesn't bother me, but it's going to do a similar kind of thing. So I have been using this as a mask at night. This is a crazy order in which to do this because I'm going to have to take this off to show you the rest of what I'm going to do. But this is what I've been wearing to go to bed. A full white mask of Sudocrem, and it is helping with any kind of threatening breakouts that I've got. So recently, weirdly, I've had like bumpiness on my forehead and I put this on in the morning, it's all gone. Any flakiness, any like leftover after breakouts have kind of dried up and gone away. All of that seems to be soothed and it's healing quicker than it would have done if I just used regular moisturiser. So those are the two products that you wouldn't necessarily think to put into your skincare routine. Dead cheap, would highly recommend. Next, we're going to talk about the things that I use pretty much every single day. Not necessarily super cheap, but they are like in my routine. Take the Sudocrem off my face first. So this is the Pixi Glow Tonic. I've tried lots of different ones. I've liked lots of different ones. Pixi keeps sending me their glow tonics. That's why I've got this one. Most are pretty much the same. The glycolic acid from The Ordinary is cheaper and it's just as good, in my opinion. So this, I literally just sweep all over my face. It is a chemical exfoliant. So if you used to be completely obsessed with the apricot scrub from St. Ives, which truth be told, my husband still uses that on the reg. He won't be told, but you know, I'll leave him to it. But I'm using this in the same way that I would use that, and it gives me that super smooth feeling. And I use this before I do my serum. So it gets rid of, again, any of that dry, flaky skin that the night before I've kind of treated with that moisturiser, the E45 or the Sudocrem, whatever it is I've decided on at the moment. This is kind of sloughing off any of that dead skin that's been healed or soothed or whatever I want to tell myself has happened to it. Once that's kind of all, whatever, I use my Skin and Me serum. So this, the active ingredients that I have in there are tretinoin, niacinamide and azelaic acid. Tretinoin is the magic ingredient here that is anti-aging and is fantastic for pigmentation. That was the thing. I have a video on this way before they ever sponsored me to talk about them, and I'm not being paid to talk about Skin and Me right now, but I have a video that I did that was like 6 months on Skin and Me, and I gave you my results. I was completely sold from that moment. However, I will say I've been kind of off and on in terms of my diligence in using this since my initial results, because I felt like I'd seen the benefit and then I lose interest. It's not that I don't think it's gonna keep working for me. I just kind of, I fail to continue to be excited about something once I've seen it work. I'm like, okay, that worked now. That's done its job. That's just a personality thing. I know that long term, using this every single day will help with anti-aging. And it's just a matter of me being like, remember to use it. Remember to use it. I'm back on the wagon now. I've gone through that flaky, dry retinol uglies phase, because when you get into products like this, I've got retinols, tretinoin, whatever it is that your ingredients are that you're using, you kind of go through this phase where your skin is a little bit sensitive and it can be a little bit dry and flaky and red. That's all past. We're good. We're through the other side. And so I'm trying to keep it up. I'm trying. But they are the two products that I'm using every single day that are kind of helping things, keep things like smooth and glowing and fresh. Last two things I want to talk about are very, if you want. I don't do them every day. Again, I wish I could do them every day, but I just don't. I don't do them every day. I know that I would benefit more if I did them every day, but again, it's a personality thing. First is the NuFace. This is a microcurrent device which kind of firms the skin. It's a very temporary effect. If you use it every single day, you'll see it result every single day. But if you use it every single day and then stop, you're not going to see any kind of permanent results. It will temporarily lift and firm your face. It absolutely works. It absolutely works. I've actually already done this today. It's what made me think of like, I'm going to do this video, because I was doing this and I was like, yes, go and film the video about skincare. Do it now. And I am. I do again have a video on this where you can see the difference, because I do one side. So you basically just glide it. You're supposed to put the gel. This is like a microcurrent gel. Also, this is called, I'm going to say Kaeso Beauty microcurrent gel. It has collagen in it. This is so much cheaper than the NuFace gel. It smells really nice too. It smells like aloe and cucumber. I also think I do this too fast, but it is what it is. When it comes to these kind of devices and people say, is this worth it? Do you think this is any good? Do you think it'll work? I always say it will work if you use it. The thing, if you're looking at multiple different ones, the one that will be the most effective for you is the one that you will use. Because let's be real, let's be honest with ourselves. Is it something that you are prepared to do every single day? This is an active treatment. This is something that 5 or 10 minutes a day, I'm like, I would have to be doing this. I'm probably not going to commit to do that every single day. If it's something that you just put on your face and you leave it for 10 minutes, you might be more likely. How active you have to be in using the thing, just take that into consideration. So this 100% works. You see a difference. It's not painful at all. The more gel you use, the less you feel the current. You can kind of feel like a little tingle. And as the gel is drying out, which also this stays liquid on the face way longer than the NuFace one. So yeah, this 100% works. It is a nice little bit of time. There's nothing, it's not labor intensive, but it is something that you actually have to do. And will you do it? That is the question that I would put to you before you spent your money on it. Whereas the red light therapy mask, which I'm going to show you in a second, is a lot more passive. There are tons of these available, absolutely loads on the market. This is from Current Body, which is one of the first, and one of the ones that everyone who knows what they're talking about was like, this has got all the things. For the most part, I would recommend this. Again, it's much more passive. You literally put it on your face, you press a button, there you go, and this does this for 10 minutes. I also have a chest version of this. I have one, like a pair of glasses. The glasses one's only like 2 minutes. I barely ever remember to use those. This is the one that I use the most. It's just quick and easy. Pop it on. I can still see. I could put this on while I'm working. It's completely wireless because this is, you charge this up and then this is completely separate. So you could walk around the house wearing this. It's not damaging to your eyes at all. It's not like, you know, open your eyes in a sunbed. No, this is not the same thing at all. So it's not, you can walk around wearing this. You can do things. I can see the viewfinder perfectly. If you want to put this on and relax, go for it. But I'm saying it is a lot more passive. So I could put this on and go and do something. And the 10 minutes would pass really quickly. Compared to the NuFace where you're you know, actively using the device. Obviously, they do different things. This is more to do with like your actual skin tone. It helps to reduce the fine lines, all of those things. But again, for me, the biggest thing was the skin tone and the pigmentation. I wanted it to even out my skin. I do think that it has helped, but I have never been consistent enough. I've started so many times and taken pictures and been like, right, in 6 months, I'm going to do a video. And I just cannot remember to use this thing every single day. I can't. I've never found a way to like get myself to do it every day in the same way that I can some other things. Again, it's just personality based. So although I would recommend this probably more than other things, because it is more passive, I still don't remember to use it every single day. Another negative of this is, if you can see how it is on my face, it's very comfortable like this. However, it's very far away. Like I can get my whole hand it's really far away between my like chin. Look, between my chin and where the mask is. And this is most effective when it's as close to the skin as possible. So I find what I do when I'm wearing this mask, like up here, it's doing great. It's tight to this area. So I suppose if you're most worried about this area, and when it comes to pigmentation, it's really touching my skin on the places that I would be most interested in toning that, you know, evening out my skin tone. But I tend to use this most when I've got breakouts and I want to heal them quickly, or I've got like redness left over from breakouts. I tend to reach for it because I know that it will work. It will help me to heal my skin quicker. If I have got some kind of, you know, if you've like got something that is, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, like some kind of wound, if you will. And let's say you cut yourself, this will help your skin heal quicker. It absolutely does. And with breakouts, it helps. But my breakouts tend to be on my chin. And so when I put my mask on, I can't be just wandering around the house because I don't feel like it's doing anything when it's so far away. I'm sure it does something, but not what I want it to do. And so what I find myself doing is this. And so I have to hold it against my face, which is a lot more active than I want to be when I'm using this device. I have seen they've made a new version, which is like more curved. The idea of it being flat was that it would fit more people's faces, because there are loads of different masks out there that are molded. But now they seem to have remedied this whole thing and like they've made a new molded one. So watch this space because I could totally be sold. But yeah, if I'm wearing this and I'm watching TV, I tend to be sitting like this to hold it against my chin and my face like this. That's annoying. It also leaves a mark on your nose, so you can't use it just before you leave the house, otherwise you'll look like you've been in a fight. Anyway, those are the things that I've been using recently, super consistently, and the things that I think are really worth giving a go if you're going to use them. The first ones at the top, super cheap. Just give them a go. Like, for the price that they are, they're products that, like, you just need to have these in the house. Even if you aren't thinking I'm going to use this on a regular basis, you can use them as masks. Like super moisturizing. Both of them are going to be like healing and doing good things for your skin. You don't have to use them every single day to benefit from that, but it might be something that's nice to have in as and when you feel like you need them. The Skin and Me I still do think is fantastic. It's just access to stuff that we don't have access to otherwise, although it is more expensive than it used to be. And what else did I mention? What was my... Oh, and the glycolic acid. I've just consistently used that for so many years now. I love it. But again, any kind of glycolic acid, doesn't have to be the one from Pixi. I just happen to have that. And then this is the cheapest and best one of these that I've tried. I've tried different ultrasound gels. This is facial specific, so I can leave it on after I've done my NuFace. I don't feel like I have to go and rinse it off my face like I do when I'm just using ultrasound gel. And yeah, hopefully that was useful for those of you who wanted to know. I'm not doing anything like crazy specific or different, but these are the things that I have been using. Also, has this been on my desk the whole time? I think it has. This is now just like a little decoration. I mentioned this in a vlog recently. This is just how I store my pins. What would you call this? Clips for my Velcro rollers. Which again, if we're recommending things, Velcro rollers.